Hi, friends. How are you today? So good to see you. I love doing these interviews. This gives you a chance to really get to know the members of the group, and you're going to love Cheryl McCleary. I promise. I promise with all my heart, you're going to love Cheryl McCleary. All right. So I wrote this down. She is a dog mom, forever agent with Berkshire Hathaway Premier Properties. I think I get a 10.
It was close, but almost there.
What? Okay,
I know
me.
it's a lot of words. It's a lot of words.
All right, well, correct me. What do I need to say?
So Berkshire Hathaway HomeServices, and then my brokerage is Premier Properties. So that is a lot of words.
Okay,
we were close.
All right. Well, anyway, here's my friend Cheryl McCleary. She's wonderful, and I am beyond honored to say that I approached her about joining a networking group. I didn't even get the word out of my mouth. She's like, we're in, we're gonna do it. And I'm like, so I'm honored and excited that you took a leap of faith with us, and you are the first member of the Garden Oaks Oak Forest NIA group. So welcome, Cheryl. How are you today?
I'm awesome. You are our ride or die. So we would do anything with you. We know that your enthusiasm and your detail and just knowing what's the pulse of what's going on in the community, whatever you're doing, we're there. So.
Oh. Well, thank you very much. Yeah. Okay, so how did dog mom and forever agent go together?
So I live on the hard corner of Wakefield and Alba, and I am a huge dog mom. So I decided a few years ago, my husband Paul and I were talking about just kind of the favorite people that I like to work with. And I work with all kinds of people, but my favorite people to work with are people who have dogs. And it's just because we connect, and dog people are kind of, over the top a little bit. And so we decided a couple of years ago, we were just going to put it out there. We were going to say, look, this is my passion. And I'm a dog mom. It was realtor and dog mom. And then we had to change it up a little bit for rules with, NAR. But so forever agent is the philosophy, kind of the moniker that Berkshire Hathaway uses. And so I really love that. So it kind of takes both of my passions, my passion for dogs, that we can talk a little bit about what I do through that to like market myself. But forever agent is a philosophy that we are with. They're not just clients, they're not transactions, they're people that are going to be in our lives for the rest of our lives. We are there for the babies, for the weddings, for the everything. We don't just close the deal and we move on. So and that is kind of one of the things I love about dog people, is kind of that pack mentality, is that once you're in the pack, you're in the pack forever. And that's kind of how the forever agent philosophy is with Berkshire Hathaway. So it fits really well with kind of how I like, to live and run my business.
Yeah. So, and that's, I know you, and it is not transactional for Cheryl. It is a family. It is a relationship. She has your back the whole way through. She will protect you. She will guide you. She will do what's best for you, not her, but for you, and what's best for you and your family and your dog. Yes.
And your dog
really makes a huge difference. So people, so what sets you apart besides being a dog mom and a real estate agent? Because there are a lot of agents out there in Houston. So
there are a ton of agents. So I am a third generation Houstonian, probably fourth generation Houstonian, Texan. I've lived in the Garden Oaks, Oak Forest, Mangum Manor, my family, our whole life. So I do live in Garden Oaks. I live on the opposite end of the block from where Jennifer lives. And I very passionate. Most of my work is inside the loop in this area. I know it like the back of my hand. I was at another brokerage out of Memorial for a while, and then came and worked at a boutique brokerage inside the loop, and learned so much about the Heights, right? The Heights is a very special animal, so much about the Heights. And then moved over to Berkshire Hathaway. And so I think the thing that sets me apart is that I'm very passionate about the area. I've lived here my whole life. I know the ins and outs. I'm in the community. I do a lot of marketing and a lot of events with my clients in the community. I'd love to get back to the community, but also learning all the time. I just got this really cool book. I'm going to show you. It just is hot off the press. 44 ways that buyers can get out of a contract. So this is what I'm doing this morning, right? Learning, constantly learning. The person who knows the contract the best and is going to have the upper hand. So this is what I'm reading today. Like, you got to know your stuff. You can't just sell a couple of houses a year and have your client's best interest on the selling or the, buying side. So constantly learning, constantly being out in the community, seeing how I can give back, how I can make the process fun and seamless for my clients, all the things.
Fun and seamless and protective.
Yes.
And I'm going to stress again, you cannot do this by yourself. You cannot sell a property by yourself. It doesn't work. It really doesn't work.
Yeah.
You don't know the laws, you don't know the rules, you don't know the back end, you do not know how to get out of it, you do not know how to protect yourself. So please
Yeah.
do not
I've been
do
doing,
this
yeah.
on your own.
I've been doing this 8 years. I did 30 transactions last year alone, and I still am reading this book today to learn more. To learn, it's always changing.
Speaking of transactions, so you won a big award.
I did win a big award. I am in our brokerage, we have like 800 people in our brokerage. I was number 8 out of the 800, which is really, really good. And I am in the.
Let me stop. That is fantastic, unheard of. Okay, go ahead.
That's pretty good. Yeah. And then I am in the Chairman Circle Gold, which means the top 2% in Berkshire Hathaway nationwide. So that's a pretty big deal. So I'm excited. That's what all these balloons over there. That was Kathy Peters, who's in NIA with us, brought those to me the other day. We had a client event that Jennifer couldn't be because she was out of town, but she brought those in, and I was like, oh, somebody got, it's like, she's like, that's for you. So it was the sweetest thing. So those are like bones and, dogs and stuff for my award. So yes, I was thank you. Very proud of that award.
I'm telling you, that's an amazing feat. So that just shows her commitment, her dedication, her education, her connection to her clients, and they're just not clients. They're family, they're friends, and she will tell you like you need to hear it. She's not going to baby you during this. You need to hear what you need to hear and to protect yourself. So I wouldn't call it tough love, but you need to know what you're getting into, and that's where she'll protect you. So.
Yeah. The other thing that's really important in real estate is, some people get really caught up in like, I'm a bulldog, I'm going to go in and but that's not always the best way to handle things, right? You get more bees from honey than you do from, and you have to be able to work well with the other side of the party, with the other agents. And if you come in and you're just really being difficult to work with, it's not, the transaction's just going to be way harder than it is. And I always am very respectful. I mean, we had a deal yesterday it was a handful. The listing agent was a handful from the whole way on. And I had to hold up funding until he did something that he needed to do. But I did it respectfully. And I was very persistent and did what was right by my client, even when they're saying, we're not moving in today. We're not moving in today because they need to do that. They're into the deal. But at the end of the day, he did what he did. He was polite about it, and it all was done. If I would have gone in and just acted like a total jerk, it would not have been, it would not have happened at all. It would have probably blown apart. So we had to be respectful, and I'm super respectful. And I understand that we don't work independently of each other. We all have to work together because we all have the same thing in common. We all want to close a house. We want everybody to be happy, everybody to move in, move on, Yes.
So that's where her experience comes in. She knows how to kind of go with the flow and understand what the other side and get you the best what you need. It's very hard to do. It's a hard transaction, and there's a long way from putting an offer in and getting to that closing table. So
people, they crack me up because of HGTV. They're like, oh, I can just call the other agent, and just like the document's like 20 pages long between the offer and all the addendum. And what I do is when we meet with a client right at first, I give them all the contracts, everything that they're going to need to know ahead of time. So that way, when it comes down, we found the perfect house. We're not like, oh, what's a contract? Or, oh, this is the process. I always give that up front so that everybody's on the same page. We can get all of our questions answered. So that way, when it's time to really like, okay, this is the house and move forward, we're all on the same page, and there aren't I don't want anyone to sign anything they don't understand, and they need to know that ahead of time. So I meet with them on both listing and selling, make sure they have every contract, every addendum, amendment, so that we know what we're doing. We're locked and ready to go.
Most agents don't do that.
So it's a cute little book. Yeah, it's a cute little book.
Well, very good. So what's the best way to reach you?
So I am a text girl. So my phone number is 832-452-9385. You text me. I usually am set 7:30 in the morning until 10:30 at night. I'll respond. I love referrals. I love referrals. And when I get referrals, like Jennifer gave me a referral and she got a sweet little thank you note. Sweet little, yeah, we're not allowed to give extravagant gifts, but I always like, fun stuff. So I love referrals. I love meeting you, meeting your friends, and I'm always happy to help. However you need me.
Yes, and they do a lot of events, a lot of neighborhood events. So watch my LinkedIn page, watch her LinkedIn page, watch Facebook pages. You'll love the events. So did you give us your number?
Yes, 832-452-9385.
Okay, and that's the best way to reach you, right?
Text, yes.
Very good. All right, I'm going to say it again. I'm very honored that Cheryl was the first member of the NIA Garden Oaks Oak Forest Group. She is an amazing realtor. She's not transactional. She takes this very personally. She will protect you. She will guide you. She will do the best for you, even if it's not what you want to hear. You listen to her. She's the expert in this, and she knows how to work with the other side. So, and not many agents do that. So I can speak.
Well, I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, my friends. Thank you so much, Cheryl. This was so much fun. It wasn't so bad, was it?
It was great.
Good. All right. Well, thank you so much. We will see you soon, and take care and be good, everybody. See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.